In Bardon's Kabbalah, what's your favorite letter combinations?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say probably the ones dealing with longevity. EL, great combination. CL, those kinds of things. It's BH is fun too. The thing about letter combinations is once you really learn the functions of the individual letters and you learn how they work, what their characteristics are, and the different levels of reality, you get what I call a 90% solution. If somebody tells you a two or even sometimes a three letter or four letter combination after that, you'll generally know what it does about 90% of the time. 10% of the time, it's going to be a complete surprise. It's not going to make any sense at all. And the example I can use is electrical engineering. The theories involving electrical engineering work pretty well, but we've learned from trial and error that sometimes you just have to put circuit boards together a certain way or they don't work. That's the thing with letters. And that's the reason why, listen, Bardon's third book was such a gift to everybody, because you can find descriptions of individual letters other places. People won't call them that, but that's what they are. But the descriptions of what they do are generally very broad. Bardon's third book, Key to the True Kabbalah, is the first book that I found that really got into the details of how these things manifest at different levels of reality and the individual functions of the combinations. That said, you need to practice with these things a lot. I mean, a lot more than you'd think to make them something functional that you can use on demand. And that's the key with all of this. Don't fall in love with practicing. Fall in love with getting things done. And you'll have a much better time of it. But EN is very useful. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite combination. And it's one of those that doesn't make any sense. It's one part akasha, one part a water letter. But when combined, it forms this blue, cold burning energy that can sterilize things. None of that makes a damn bit of sense based off the functions of those individual letters. So, again, it's one of those things. BH, again, deals with clairvoyance and the health of the physical eye. Very curious. So, yeah, I would say those BH, EL, CL, EN, those are some pretty good ones. Dexheimer, if you get a copy of his book, has a series of two-letter combinations that you should do every day that I've had a few people do and tell me they got really good results from. So there you go.